guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. Hope you guys are having a great day. So today what we're going to do is make our own kind of stamps or stencil depending on what way you want to do it. So this is a technique. I will do it on a art journal page, but you can do this on an ATC card, on a tag, anything. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a piece of kids' fun foam. Now, something I suggest for you guys is, if you have friends that are crafters and money's tight and all that kind of thing, you guys could go to Michael's, purchase a big thing of kids' fun foam. I mean, you can get like 25 sheets, 50 sheets. I mean, you get a lot. And use a coupon, your 50% off coupon, and then split the costs and then divide them up. And you have so many sheets to really have fun and play with, Think about that kind of thing, splitting costs with people or buying from Amazon or Blitsy or wherever. Blitsy, I don't know if they have fun foam. I've not looked, but Blitsy has every art or craft kind of thing on their website. It's where I got my distress oxides and, where I pick up things, here and there. I love them. Some things, I mean, you do have to price, like price check or whatever. But, if you're interested, the Blitsy link's down below. If, not, use a coupon at your local art store. I don't know, it's fun. And Joann's, you can use like, if you go to Joann's and buy, let's say you buy 3 distressed ink pads, okay, and they're regular price. So you can use your Joann's coupon on this, you can use your AC Moore coupon on this, and you can use your Michael's coupon on this, and you can use your Hobby Lobby on this. So you'll get 4 of them. All 4 will get a coupon taken off in the same order at Joann's. It is fantastic. I love it. I always forget because my Joann's, the small one just closed and it was small and they didn't have much as the big one, but the big one's like 25 minutes away. So it's a little bit of a hike, but really worth it, to go get those, if you need paints or, you want to try something new. So anyway, that's just a suggestion. So these are cardboard hearts I cut out in another video from just extra cardboard I'd sitting around. Like I said, you can use whatever size cardboard, whatever you have. Also, let's see if this helps. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure out this lighting. It is driving me mad. And I don't know because I'm colorblind, so it's hard to judge here. Okay, so I also have the fun foam. Okay, now I'm not going to go into everything you can do with fun foam. I have so many videos on it, but what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 things. So if you want these bigger petals, okay, cut out a piece of a heart in cardboard. It is nothing to draw, just draw a heart. And honestly, the more sketchy, the more off, I think it's the best, but up to you. And you can go in and you can draw a circle. We'll do it very lightly here in the middle. I'm just going to draw a circle because that would be the middle. And then you can go in and these can be the petals and you just go in and very simply trace around, so they're touching at the bottom or whatever way you want. And then you can see how you would get I'll do a couple, or I'll do them next to each other so you can see. So then do this and you'll just trace it like that. And you'll just keep going round and round and you will have a beautiful flower. So you can do this. Maybe you want to make a card for somebody. Maybe you want to work in your art journal, whatever you want to do. Okay, so you can see how easy. Now you can wait and do the circle last, depending on how you want to do it. Okay, so that's number 1. So the next thing you can do is you can use a heart that you cut out if you want to have the exact, what you want. But I'm just going to go in and I'm going to do it on my hard surface. I'm going to take a pencil. You don't want it wicked sharp, but you don't want it too dull. Now you can use a pen too. I love saving pens that run out of ink because they, let me let this dog in here, because they, you know, you're not going to stay in here, honey. They let, you know, you can doodle and make stamps and, you know, not have to worry about wasting ink. But on here, I'm going to make a smaller one, and I'm hoping I can, you know, she's going to walk out now. I'm going to make a smaller one. And you see, I'm going to go over it a couple times, just like that. I notice now that I've moved over a little bit, my lighting's off, so I got to play with this a bit till I get the best lighting over on this side. Okay. And then I'm going to go and do it on the other side. And you'll see. Now, you could take a pen, you can take an X-Acto knife. Geez, they have those really nice teeny tiny X-Acto knife blades, and I have one, but if you ask me where it was at, I'd say I don't know. So I'm not going to use that. But if you have one of these beauties, you just go in and you can do it as if you're drawing. And follow the lines. Cut it through. Probably use a piece of paper underneath or a cutting mat or something. You don't want to use your non-stick mat like I'm doing, because literally because I'm too lazy to turn my chair and grab the cutting mat right there. I have it so I can get it, but why would I do that? So you can see, and you can see like on the back where you can see where my pencil is. So you can always go back there and do the same thing. You can use scissors, use whatever you have. Yeah, see, and it kind of pops out. It's like almost like you perforated it in a sense, running it through. And be gentle, because if you're like me and you're rough, you'll rip the little boopies off the top, the little humps, my humps, my humps. And you don't want that. You need those on your heart. Okay. So, oh, that little boopy right there. And I'm trying to be careful a little bit, and I'll show you why. And that's why having something underneath to cut on, an old tile, or maybe you have a tile from doing your clay, you know, whatever. But you see, we have this, and then we have this. Okay, so of course you can take this and you can put your blade, your cover back on it, because if I showed you my hands and the scars, you'd be like, yep, gonna put my, you know. Okay, so then you can always do the same thing. My daughter took my good pencil. She didn't give it back, my green mechanical pencil. And then you can go and, you know, do this and do it on this side. I'm sorry, the way it's smaller, so it's. And like I said, you can just keep going around, and then at the end, you can add your little middle bit, right? Beautiful little flowers that you're making. So also, I'm going to show you a couple things. Now we have what do we have? We have a heart stencil. Now, it, you know, you want to cut it pretty close to the stencil itself, because you don't want to have so much, you know, extra, but you want a little bit. So then you can go and you can take a spray that you have. Where's my sprays? Oh, let's see what this is. Okay. And of course you can go in. Now, look, here's a trick. Put some papers down if you don't want it to overspray, right? We'll just kind of do that. You get the gist. And then you can kind of go like that. And you see where I blocked it, you know, but I mean, you know, if you're using sprays, you're going to get it in different places. So it depends on what you like. then you get that. I'd leave it dry another second, you know, and then you get that fun heart. You can turn it over. Now you can smash this a little bit if you want. If you have a rolling pin or a something round. I mean, and then look how cool. Just got all these different shapes to use in your mixed media. But now what I want to do, where'd you go? That's the peony color. That's a pretty distress, or not distress, what's it called? Dilutions. Very pretty. Or we can use, put it there. And let's get, we'll just use acrylic ink for now. I mean, acrylic paint for now. Gonna do that. You can use a brush, whatever you have, but I'm gonna use a floppy brush. Now you can use a one of these scruffy brushes. These are good because it gets in there and it's not gonna. Maybe we'll use that. But you can use this kind of brush too because you can be a little bit more watching where you're putting, if you know what I mean. Like I'm just kind of, you don't want too much, just kind of tapping it in. Like that. And then lift up, and you see you're getting these really nice hearts. So then you can turn it this way. You can do it very easily. Make it match. Even if it goes over, it's not that big a deal. And then I can't find my smaller one at the moment, but I would just go in, you know, and you want to tap off on something just so you don't have that much. Just tap off, or you can tap off on your mat and then hold it down. Go in because you don't want a lot. You just want to kind of tap it. Lift it up. And you see? So you get this, you get a nice stencil and you get a nice stamp. And then we can always go in and I'll tell you something cool that you can do. But I'm just going to put some of this paint, just want a little bit more on there. And then might not be juicy enough, but you can stamp it. So you see, we can stamp, we can use it as a stencil, and you can use cardboard, you can use these. I don't never let it, I don't never wipe these off, but I know people, you know, you want to, and you can just really take a dry, you know, one of your rags or whatever, and because of the fun foam, wipe it off. Now, I will tell you, you know, this is a little porous. I don't really have too much of a problem with it being too porous with the inks, as you can see. If you find that maybe, I don't know, maybe there are different kinds that are porous, throw a coat of Mod Podge down or white glue on it. So it kind of seals it so it doesn't soak in as much, but really it doesn't bother me at all. Pretty good, you know what I mean? And yeah, so I'm not going to do a page because like I said, this is, you know, what I wanted to do. And I don't want to have you here for hours. These are just little tips. Oh, and then what I wanted to tell you was, you can do several things. So let's say the back of this heart. Well, maybe you have your makeup sponges that you use, and you know how it gets hard and dirty and that, and you don't use it. Cut this. And it could be, you know, if that's a little smaller one, we can just kind of cut that part. I have so many of these that are so dirty. Kind of put it this way or this way, whatever way is better for you. Take a glue stick, take some Mod Podge, take whatever glue you have, white school glue. I'm gonna put it on here. It's fairly thick. I mean, like I said, this is easy, fast. Might not be as permanent as if you use white glue or Mod Podge or gel medium, whatever you have. And then stick it down. Okay. And then give it a good smush, a good push, leave it dry. But then what you have is, obviously, you know, cut this a little shorter. You don't want that to come into your thing, but these are, all this foam is so easy to work with. You know, you'd be a little neater than I am, but I think you're understanding what I'm saying. And then, let's see. And you can do that with the cardboard too. You can put these things on any, you know. So I'm dunking in the Distress ink, pushing it around, and then I can go and push it down, and I have the holder. Now I'm not pushing as much as I want because I can feel it's a little sticky, and it's, you know, it's Distress ink. It's going to look, you know, not as opaque as the paint, but then you have a nice holder on it. So, you know, I mean, even like a piece this small, you can put on something that's small. And you can also take, when you have a little bit of this left, you know, you can kind of glue it together or cut it and glue it and stack it. And then once that's together with the glue, put that on the back, you know, with some more glue. Let's see, I would cut this so they lay flat, and then stick it, and then stick this one. Again, make sure it measures correctly because you don't want it overflowing too much. And you don't have to be that, you know, if you're doing this for mixed media, you don't need things perfect. Remember? Okay, so we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll stick them down in the middle. We'll stick the other bad boy in the middle. So then you're just, you know, reusing, repurposing your little pieces. Let it dry, and then you have, boop, and you have your nice little holder. It's fantastic. And like I said, you're just starting out, or maybe you are doing an art journal page or a canvas, or you're making a present, or whatever you're doing, and you're saying to yourself, you know, what am I gonna, I want to make this, I want to make that, and I need a small heart stamp, or I need a star, or I need whatever you have, or whatever you need. Maybe you know, want to make squares so you can, whatever. Think about it and think what you have around that you'll be able to do. Like I said, this is very simple. It's fun to do, just to sit and play, because sometimes we just don't play enough because we're so concentrated on the final picture, you know what I mean? The final, what it's going to look like. So always play and have fun. And that is something that I like to do. I will show you one other little cool tip that I like. If you have a friend who, you know, you want to share a little, you know, one of your stamps or something with, or something similar. Now they do sell this in thicker pieces. I like this thicker pieces for what I'm going to do now. But, you know, you'll see here. Let me stick it on here so I have a little bit of cushion. Take your heat gun and just briefly heat. And you can see it turn colors, right? Especially in the middle where you want it. Take a stamp that you want. This is going to be a little too big, but that's okay. And I stand up because give it a good push. Push it. Push it good. Okay, make that noise. Maybe that helps. And you see, you get this great imprint. And this is fun just to do on cards or whatever. All right, that's cooled off. Now, I could have pushed a little longer, and I could have heated it a little longer, but yeah, no. I'm just going to go in. Swirl it around. And look at that. What? Oh yeah, look at that. So if you have friends around you. I don't have any friends around me. But if you have people around you, have a stamp printing party, right? Now I'll save this because I can use this in a background. I got this great thing, so you'll see me use this. But have a party, have everybody bring 10 stamps. Go out and buy, whether you have the thin or not, you see it works. The thicker for me gets a little bit more indentation, but you can see you don't need it. So you know, everybody do this and stamp, or let's do random acts of kindness and send these out. And if you can't afford a stamp, I mean, here we're helping each other. And that's what I love about YouTube, and that's what I love about the art community, because we want to help each other. And this is a great way to help people who do not have stamps but want to play and have other options than, you know, not. And if you're fancy and you want to cut, you know, some of that out, cut it out, whatever you want to do, or cut more of the black or the round off, whatever you want to do. I dig this because you could put millions of different colors on here and stamp. All the fun we'll have. So that's the last tip. What fun. So as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. Progress, not perfection. And as always, please be kind to each other. I think I just said that, didn't I? I did. Oh my God, my head. Yeah, that's what I just said. It's that kind of day, isn't it? Please share me around. And if you just found me and you would like to see the videos I put up about, I'm going to say 4 or 5 times a week now, you can subscribe. Click the subscribe button down below and the bell next to it to get notified when I upload. And check out my videos. I'd appreciate it. I love you guys so very much. Let me know if you guys do this. Tag me, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I don't even know where else there is. There's other places. And let me see what y'all do, because I would love, you know, to see what else you do. And keep an eye out. I'll probably do another one after this. I'll show you, you know, a couple things, you know, else that you can do updated. So yeah, I love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.